in the world, but like nothing like you, where like you've been like.
Oh yeah, but me, I'm kind of the extreme. It's kind of an addiction.
So that's interesting. It's an addiction.
Yeah, it was.
It
It
was.
was. Yeah, because like it's okay, that's my way of thinking.
Uh huh.
Human, especially when you become an adult
Yeah.
person, you create fears in your mind. And for me, so for instance, I'm afraid of height.
Yeah. Heights. Yeah.
So when I was at Sydney, I wanted to, when you go on the bridge,
In Sydney.
yeah, on top of the bridge, you
Mm-hmm.
walk on top of the bridge.
Okay.
Because I want, for me, fear, it's only in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you're really afraid.
Yeah.
I'm really afraid of height.
Yes.
But I wasn't before, and like becoming that adult, so I start like, because I've got the vertige as well, but it's this is in my gene from my dad. But like for me, if you have a fear, you can overcome it,
Mm-hmm.
but mentally first, and then physically,
Yes.
and you kind of stop overthinking about that.
Yes.
So if I book the ticket and it's like 200, like it's super expensive if
Yeah.
you want to walk on the bridge in Sydney.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. So it's like when you go, you go.
Yeah.
You paid for it, so you cannot say, oh, too high. No, forget about it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like don't think. Like go.
Yes.
And so I it was the same. So each time I booked like one way ticket or whatever, and the first second I sit in the plane, and it's at that moment, boom, the fear comes, and I said, what am I doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm crazy, or what am I
Yeah.
doing? This is insane. And the more I did it, the more I was looking for it.
Ah.
So it's a good fear.
Yeah. Like so, it's a fear, but it's also like adrenaline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I know that during all my 20, because I started when I went to Disney, I was 21.
Uh huh.
So over a decade, I kind of live my life 200%. So it kind of not damage your health, but like demand you more than staying,
Oh,
comfortable
for
in
sure.
Paris, because I noticed that I've opened more my mind. I already had a strong capacity to adapt, but like I have like an immense capacity to adapt to new teams,
Mm-hmm.
doing my jobs, to new environments. When I go to a company,
Mm-hmm.
I I kind of like notice straight away how the pretty quickly
How the
compared to,
culture is. Yeah. Like
yeah, how the
or like
culture,
the
yeah, how the things works,
Yeah. Yeah.
how
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
organization chart,
Yeah. Yeah.
and who who makes decision.
Yes, that's
So
important.
so
Yeah.
when you hired, you guess, you have a guess, but you don't really know until you work in a
Yes.
company. So then sometimes I notice, oh, my N+1 is not the one who's gonna make the decision. So
Mm-hmm.
and he's not the leader. So me, I need a leader. So I want to
Yeah.
be inspired. So I'm gonna look for one.
That a person.
And
Yeah.
so it's okay if it's not my N+1, but because he's just a manager.
When you say you're N+1, you mean your direct manager?
Yeah, the manager.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah.
okay if it's on the GM. So
Yeah.
I'm getting closer to the GM, and I
Yes.
will do. Of course, he's over busy, but I mean,
Yes.
I'm gonna follow him. Even
Yes.
like I observed a lot, because I mean, I'm still, but I'm an extrovert introvert. But
Yes.
when you're a kid and you're an
Yes.
introvert, you observe a lot before
Yes.
speaking, and because
Yes.
you're shy, you don't speak a lot.
Yes.
Right now it's different, because like I know my parents noticed when I went to China for the first time,
Yes.
like I kind of like open like the limits, like there was like sky was the limit, and I became more confident, and like I became more mature, so I
Yes.
can like switch, like I turn on the button, And so
Mm-hmm.
okay, this is my time now.
Yes.
So yeah, that's interesting. And then so yeah, it's like I was addict and like turning 30 years old because when you're 20 years old, you say, that was my choice to be single. Because,
Yes.
when you're 20 years old, you just want to have fun.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And so it's kind of like, okay, one day you wake up and you're 30 years old. As, oh no, now I don't want to be single anymore.
Uh huh.
And like it doesn't happen like that,
Yeah.
so you have to settle in somewhere first,
Yes.
stop changing jobs too much, um yeah, just thinking about settling and where I want to do that. So I gotta think about papers, I gotta be financially to be independent. Like I've
Yes.
always been independent, but I mean, like, stop going back to Paris to my parents' place to save
Mm-hmm.
money, things like that, and like say, okay, where you want to settle it
Yes.
first, and then things gonna align like by itself.
Yes.
So that's why 30 years old, I say, and pandemic, like, forget about traveling,
Uh huh.
and so it was tough because French situation about COVID, it was way worse than here. So we were super lucky to I was super lucky to live here, and I was working, so I wasn't bored, and
Mm-hmm.
it was crazy busy at work. So yeah, it's
So after you hit 30, that's when you made this conscious decision of like this could become it, like this is an addiction, and I want to have I want to have a partner. I need to start trying to settle down.
yeah, because like before having that switch
Mm-hmm.
in my mind, before it was, expatriation lifestyle,
Mm-hmm.
but after I say, okay, now I want to settle in.
Yes.
So it's not, okay, you can call me an expat, but right now I'm not an expat, I'm an immigrant. So
Mm-hmm.
the issues are like immigration issues are,
Yes.
it's not expat issue. Expat issue is like vacation.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Yeah.
okay. Immigration issue, I mean, here, yeah, I know.
I
This
know.
is like
Yes.
another level, right? Another game. So yeah, it's just like depends. The more you grow,
Yes.
it's not like you change your mind. It's just like you're evolving and
Mm-hmm.
your needs are evolving.
Yeah, for
Now I
sure.
need to buy a house. I need to find a partner to like have my family one day.
Yeah.
And
So do you want kids and all that?
yeah, but the thing is, like, you don't have to. It's tough to not comparing to your friends staying in
Uh-huh.
Paris. They already bought
Yes.
two apartment in Paris that it's
Yes.
as expensive as here.
Mm-hmm.
They already have 2, 3 kids,
Mm-hmm.
and like I remember when two of my friends visited me in Australia. I said, "Oh yeah, we really envy you." I said, "Why?" And I said, "But I do envy you too because you're so stable financially.
Mm-hmm.
You have so much saving monies,
Yeah.
and like when you're an expat, when you travel a lot, for me being rich. I mean the meaning is different. So being rich, my parents, like, okay, they got a lot of money, but first they hard work for it.
Mm-hmm.
But they're more rich about their travels,
Mm-hmm.
about the people they made. So that's what pushed me to do that too,
Mm-hmm.
by my own, as an adult in my adult life. But I'm more rich about all the people I met along the way that
Mm-hmm.
make who I am today. I'm so grateful about, I don't know, mentor or cultures I met. Like, I push my own limits
Mm-hmm.
because you don't know what you're capable of until you're by your own.
I think that's true.
And when you're broke, believe me, abroad by yourself, and you're so used to getting your mom, oh, I need money. Okay,
Yeah.
darling, how much do you need? Forget about that abroad.
Yes.
Forget about that. I say, okay, so let's find a job. So let's like do extra work. Let's find a casual one, or let's do something extra, or let's spend less, and I realized living abroad that I don't need that much money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need like I don't want that. How can I say that? I was really comfortable about money when my mom and dad like had me, but I don't need that much money because I realize it's not about things. It's all about
People.
yeah feelings, experience,
Mm-hmm.
like love. How more like, loving someone
Yeah,
as
yeah.
more like it's more valuable than having a great car,
Yes.
and it's more about the being. I noticed that it's super important. Like there is a French expression. You're the addition of the five people. You're the closest
Mm-hmm.
class five people. So let's
Yes.
say I see you a lot. I
Mm-hmm.
see because I don't have my family here. So
Mm-hmm.
so if you pick your five closest one, this is who you are. Their values are
Ah,
yours. Yeah,
yeah.
see what I mean?
Yes.
So it's just surround, make sure that people around you mm, make you shine, and like I'm not only here for the wow moments, like
Yes.
even for negative moments, for
Yeah.
tough moments, they're gonna be here.
And even like push you
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
give you advice or like even like I think a really good friend is like one who will tell you something kind of like uncomfortable,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, exactly.
not even to like be mean or rude, but to be like, "Hey Andy, like I've noticed this in your personality. Like maybe this is something you want to work on. You know, like I don't know if
Yeah.
this is good for you. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
like
yeah. They tell you like they tell you like hard talk that they're not afraid of that, and they
yeah,
know that
yeah,
the friendship will not never broke up just because of
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
being honest.
yes,
So yeah, so right now I know that things are. The thing is, I don't when I don't have my papers. I know I can have my dream job, so it's kind of frustrating. Like my job I have right now is the
yeah.
first time ever I'm satisfied about the salary.